So, guys, no matter how hard you try, no matter how hard you try, you cannot escape the comparison that comes with being an Afrobeat star, being maybe number one, number two, number three, and of course, the fan base will always be riled up when another fan base says no, my guy is number one, the other one says no, my guy is number one, and things of that nature. I mean, it's the beauty of Afrobeat and how much it has grown and how much waves Afrobeat has actually been causing all over the world, and we are all excited for the progress that we've been able to make so far and how much more we're still gonna do with the Afrobeats movement. But guys, before we get into all that, I just want to say a very big thank you to you guys. This is Gusto TV News on Gusto TV Africa. I want to say a very big thank you for your support, for your love, for your constant comments, likes, and subscriptions. We really appreciate you. We see everything that you do and want to encourage you to continue to do so. Now, Asake has dropped the track list for his third sophomore album, and that's the completion of the trifecta. And we are all excited for that one. And a lot of people have, looked at the lineup critically. Of course, there's Wizkid on that one. There is Stormzy. There is also Centra C. Of course, there's Travis Scott, which was really a surprise to literally everyone. And there is Lord Miller on that one as well, too. And a lot of people have been having conversations around, comparing Asake with other, superstars like Wizkid, Davido, Burna Boy. And somebody said Asake is that one person that will need a feature to be able to get his project to bang. And some other people are saying, no, that's not it. And somebody said Rema is one person that did not need a feature to actually go top and become the prince of Afrobeat. Rema has had conversations about himself being, in the top three, and says, actually there's no top three, there's the top four. And wherever it says you want to put me, just believe that I'm among the top four Afrobeat artists. I mean, the biggest Afrobeat artists in the world. And everybody has actually, had one or two things to say about that, because yes, the stats are there to actually measure. But then again, a lot of people are saying, when did you get into the industry that you have to, say to yourself that you're amongst the top four? But I mean, like we know, it's not how far, but how well. And the stats are there to prove, like I said earlier. A lot of people are saying, Asake, yes, he's done it, he's doing it, but let's not compare Asake to Rema. Rema is way, way, way ahead and miles ahead of Asake. He didn't need any features from the top three to be able to get that global, status. And he has continued to actually, shake the world with his distinct sound. He's been able to shake the world with his movement, with the things that he's been able to do with his music. He's getting recognized left, right, and center. He's getting, certifications here and there. And yes, we don't like to compare too much, but then again, when things like this come up, we cannot help but actually put, a balance through, and strike out the differences, but Asake is one person that we really love and everybody loves. And the Lingu Boy tour, coming up in the UK is also set to actually prove his worth in the industry, and also, cement his place as one of, Afrobeat's biggest superstars. And congratulations to Asake on that one. The comparison with Rema is always still going to be there. And of course, these are conversations that fans are going to continue to have for as long as they want to. Whilst we do all the comparison, it is also noteworthy to celebrate our own stars and to actually back them because they are doing something amazing. Imagine someone like Travis Scott, who has not actually taken his foot off the pedal, jamming to the song that he's about to release, that of course that he has been privileged to be on, Ashake's album. He's actually, taking this thing upon himself to actually start promoting even before the album drops. It shows that Afrobeat stars are actually doing something good with their music. The quality of our music has actually improved, and the relationships we've had with bigger superstars all over the world has evidently improved, and that's going to show with our Grammy nominations. Burna Boy has done it, Wizkid has done it, Davido has been nominated, as well as other Afrobeat superstars who are actually doing amazing stuff. Congratulations to the whole Afrobeat movement. Yes, we're going to compare. Yes, we're going to actually get conversations and banter, but one thing is sure, Afrobeat to the world is something that has come to stay, and then it gets better. And moving on from that conversation into Afrobeats being better. We've seen Buju giving an interview on Shivers and saying that Afrobeat is in safe hands. He also prides himself as one person that has continued to be, the face of Afrobeats, has continued to be one of the biggest influences, of the Afrobeat movement. And he said, listen, there's been a lot of conversations around Afrobeats, how it's grown, how it's growing, but one thing is sure: Afrobeats is in safe hands. I and other people who are super talented can actually carry this cause and champion this cause. And of course, there are different variations of Afrobeats. There is Afro swing, there's Afro pop, there's Afro soul, there's Afro neo. All these things are have been birthed from the whole Afrobeat movement, and people are still not even tapping into all the elements yet. So there's still a bigger picture. And Benson has said, listen guys, what is about to hit you guys, we're not even ready for it. So congratulations to everyone who's doing good, who's doing great with the Afrobeat movement. We should really be proud of ourselves, because one person that has actually solidified that is the Lungu boy himself, Asake, Mr. Money with the Vibe, with his album dropping on Friday. We're all expectant. Of course, all the features there, we've given you all the details and the scoops to that. We're getting ready for that on Friday, and definitely we'll be here to give you all the inside scoops as well. Now, talking about Afrobeat supremacy, one name that is notable and can never ever be exempted is Machala himself, Wizkid. Wizkid has actually, proven himself time after time to be one of Afrobeat's greatest. And, this conversation would definitely go on and on and on. African artists with the most RIAA certified singles in the US have actually come up with their statistics, and Wizkid stays on number 1 with 6, Tems with 4, Burna Boy with 4, Davido with 2, and Rema with 2. And a lot of people have said, okay, so where's Rema getting all this big energy from, trying to put himself in the number 1 spot? Wizkid remains the biggest Afrobeat star in the world. And then a lot of people are saying, yeah, Wizkid, yes, we agree, yes. But, of course, one person that has actually done pretty good, with that is Tems. Tems has 4 in the US already, and Burna Boy has 4, Davido has 2, and Rema has 2. Well, yes, like I said, comparisons here and there would definitely be a subject that people would definitely not get themselves off. But one thing is sure, our guys, our women, our men in the industry, in the Afrobeat space, are doing exemplary well, and we're all here to celebrate the successes. We don't want no bad energy, because right now all we have to do is to come together to build a culture and get it to even bigger places. And I'm talking about bigger places, we can also see how Asake has actually positioned his album to touch all the different parts of the world. Look at what he's doing with Lord Miller, being on that project. That is a very interesting Latino space that Asake has definitely tried now to conquer, and we know that that's going to be very successful, because Lord Miller is one of Latino's best, if not the best, with millions and millions of listeners on Spotify. That is something that is going to actually affect the charts and give Asake some type of leverage. So yeah, congratulations to everyone who's doing well, and we hope for more awards, and we hope for more placements, in the industry as well. Yeah, and lastly on the news, we have Wizkid again on the news, surprisingly. Of course, there have been conversations in the US around Donald Trump, running for presidency. And one person that has a very big character, big ego, is Donald Trump. And we've seen a video, that have surfaced online of Adin Ross playing Wizkid's Essence for Donald Trump, and Donald Trump has been bumping to that one. It's interesting to know that there's nobody on earth that doesn't know who Wizkid is. Actually, that's the truth, and that's kind of like just cements his global status again. And we're super excited, and Nigerians have been flooding the comment sections and saying Donald Trump for president, whilst we do not concern ourselves with political news and things that lean towards politics. We really wish Donald the best, bumping to one of Africa's legends and Africa's greatest Afrobeat superstar, Wizkid, Machala. That's something that is warming to see. Of course, everybody has been smiling teeth to teeth, and people have just said, listen, you cannot kick Wizkid out of the number 1 spot. Wizkid is obviously goated. He's the number one Afrobeat superstar of the world, and everywhere he goes to, he's recognized and celebrated. Well, that's where we stop the news for today. And then, of course, let us know what you think about the different, comparisons here and there. Do you think it's healthy for our industry right now? Do you think it's okay, to do all this comparison, or you'd rather see everybody come together to actually celebrate our successes rather than just try to tear each other down? Let us know what you think, about Rema's, supposed being number one, or supposed being the best artist, best Afrobeat artist in the world. Let us know what you think about Asake's forthcoming Lungu Boy album. What are the surprising elements for you? Let us know what you think. Let us know what the expectations are from the album, and we'll be here to reply and respond to all your messages. Thank you so much for all that you do, and we're enjoying you. To stay safe.